SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Redskins edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Panthers pick up win number 2. Wayne Raspberry Crabette had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Cedric Wilson hauled in over 150 yards receiving and helped his 49ers beat the Rams. In upstate New York, Buffalo, we had the Bills get sent home with a 14-point loss. Down in Qualcomm Stadium, we had the Chargers end up on the short end of an 18-point shtick. Giants, Packers. Robert Ferguson is in his own territory, but he's got a lot of room to run. We know about his speed. There's a couple of moves. Oh, boy! The defense overlooked him. He could go all the way. 76-yard touchdown. The Packers win this one by the final score of 45-20. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. Luckily, we had a relatively injury-free week, which makes my job just that much easier. Nick Barnett sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. A hairline fracture of the arm is the initial report, and the doctors are saying he'll be out for 5 weeks. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
The Chiefs' defense came away with 3 turnovers in their victory at M&T Stadium. The Buccaneers lost at home and will have to hit the road to meet the Saints. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Steelers pick up win number 2. Andre Johnson had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Eagles, Bears. Donovan McNabb is in opponent's territory. It's at the 41-yard line. He takes the snap, drops back, rolls right, gets outside the defensive end. Look at the wheels for this QB. 41-yard touchdown. The Eagles go on to win this by the final score of 14-7. Edgerrin James rushed for 2 touchdowns and helped his Colts beat the Jaguars. And in our final game, we had the Saints come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.